that unboxing today. I was going to film this upstairs, but Ben has kicked me out, so we are down here. We've got a bit of everything. We have some SciFier new releases, we have some SciFier secondhand, we have some Forbidden Planet sales, some Blackwells, and an AmiAmi for good measure. As usual, I'm filming this on my lunch break, so we're going to make a little speedy dash through some of these. I think we start off with everything that's not SciFier, since they're the biggest boxes. Let's start with these 4 envelopes. So I actually think there's a mix in here. I think there's some Blackwells. There might actually be some SciFier pre-orders. We'll find out when we get to them. First, this one I do know is a Blackwells, and I did accidentally rip it a little bit. First is Glasses with a Chance of Delinquent, Volume 3. This has been quite a cute romance, and yeah, it was nicely discounted. Anything I've picked up on Blackwells or Forbidden Planet was nicely discounted, and that's why I grabbed it. When I say nicely discounted, I mean at least cheaper than 3 for 2, but sometimes they drop even lower than that. I don't know where to put it. Here for now. This is another Blackwells. I don't remember what this one is. Ooh. Oh, it is The Condemned Villainess Goes Back in Time and Aims to Become the Ultimate Villain 4 of the light novel. If you haven't seen already, Liddy Moon has gotten quite into light novels as of late, and she is really aggressively extending that enablement back onto me. Now, I do collect light novels for Ben, and I have been collecting villainess ones for me. I realised I didn't have this one. I still don't have volume 1, but the other volumes I have on this series have been bought in sale sections or discounted, so I kind of want to get the rest that way. Next. It's a SciFier pre-order, and it is Skip and Loafer 11. Sometimes the pre-order prices aren't too bad, and I have found in my trials, my experiments, that SciFier is usually the fastest to post out pre-orders, and that was me testing on SciFier, Amazon, Blackwells, and Forbidden Planet. I ordered Beans Volume 5 and raced them, and SciFier was the fastest. In fact, I got it before, I think, the official release date from SciFier. So I do occasionally double in pre-orders if the prices aren't too bad, because it means I don't have to pay postage again if I slip a pre-order into another order. Don't do it too often, because usually the volumes are cheaper once they are out and been out for a short while. But every now and again, I am a little naughty, especially for some series I absolutely adore, and Skip and Loafer is 100% one of them. Another parcel, I'm not sure where this one is from because I ripped the label off. Oh, it says Forbidden Planet. Oh, I have scissors. Where did they come from? Ooh. Oh, I forgot they send everything in plastic bags. So yeah, they had a bunch of stuff on sale. Oh, it has the price on it. How helpful. So yeah, for $1.99, I got My Lovesick Life as a 90s Otaku Volume 3. I have read the first one, and then I was like, I'll hold off till I have the rest, because it's complete of 4 volumes, and then never go around to picking up the rest. I'll probably just hold off to see if I find Volume 4 on sale as well. Okay, let's do a box next. I think this might be the Forbidden Planet box, so I don't know why one was sent on its own, but this should also be a bunch of sale stuff. Box is not doing too great. It is falling to pieces. Ooh. Ooh, is this all I got? Ooh. Ta. Okay, so we have The World's Strongest Rearguard, Volume 6. This has been an okay isekai, so it is one of my designated. I'll pick it up when I see it on sale. Ben has been really liking the light novel. From when we've talked about stuff that happens in him, it sounds like it's a little bit different. But it is a very generic isekai, bland protagonist, lots of women, so I wouldn't recommend it, but it's been okay. Yokohama Station SF Volume 2. This is a series complete of 3 volumes, and I was only missing Volume 2. I understand it's like a mystery, but everyone I've seen talk about it has not enjoyed it, so I did not rush to get Volumes 2 and 3 when I only had Volume 1. I got Volume 3 on sale as well, and I'll give it a good bash, all 3 volumes together. Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You, Volume 5. I did kind of like this. Very light high school romance. It's very pleasant, but it was such a quick read. I just don't feel I could even justify 3 for 2 prices. Picked up volume 7 discounted on Blackwells as well, so when I saw this one also on sale. I think I'm now missing a couple of volumes. I've got a couple of gaps, but that's fine. I'll wait. And then lastly, I picked up Blood Blade Volume 2. This was a bit of a blind naughty pickup, as I'm trying to reduce getting too many more volumes in series I've not read and don't know anything about yet. I think it was really cheap, but this was very naughty from me. Okay, let's do the AmiAmi. So this is going to be a figure. I think I remember which figure it is. Maybe. Is the picture thingy. One figure. And it is the Hatsune Miku Rabbit Hole version. Why Rabbit Hole? It's quite a more risque figure, I feel, for Hatsune Miku. Like, a lot of them are like, not necessarily saying they're all like the outfits are like prudish or anything. Some of them are quite sexy. There's a lot of bikinis and stuff, but this is like, it's got handcuffs with it. I look forward to opening and displaying that one. Okay, so I think we'll start with this SciFier box first, because I think this is the used one. So SciFier have a used section. They have a code where you can get 20% off the used stock, so I definitely recommend using that one. It does not stack with my code, so use the 20% one over mine. And I think you have to buy 3 or more to be able to use it. When SciFier updates the used stock, there's no set time period, it's just when stuff comes in. And even if they advertise like, oh, we've got new stuff, it might sometimes take a little bit of time for it to come through onto the website. Also, if something has used in the name, it still might not allow you to use the code. The code only works for stuff in the used section, which is in the bar above the volume when you're looking at its information. So do check, if you can't seem to be getting the code to work correctly, do check that all the volumes in your order are in the used section. If it has used in the name and it's not in the used section, it probably just needs a little bit more time for it to filter through, and if it still hasn't after a while, do shout at SciFier and they might have a look. You can shout at SciFier in my Discord server, there is a link down below. Sometimes SciFier staff do take a gander and help out with any questions. Incredibly thankful. Otherwise, shooting an email and they'll try and get back to you. This bubble wrap, it's so bouncy. So yep, all of this should be used. Some bookmarks on top. I think there was a chunk of a series I went for. So these were like pre-owned prices, and then I got a further 20% off on top. Ooh, I was a little bit more naughty with this order. So the first one I picked up is a Sublime 4th generation head Tatsuyuki Oyamato, and it looks like it's a one-shot. I picked it up because of the title and the cover. It looks degenerate and naughty, but maybe less naughty. It looks like the kids on the back. I hope it's not too bad then. I don't know where to put this one. You go into here. Murcielago Volume 1. This was one of my naughty pickups in this order, because it is a brand new series, and I believe it's a longer-ish series. It's a bit trickier to find volumes of later on, so I don't know why I did this to myself. Chain Soldier Volume 3, and this is still plastic wrapped, so okay. Used. Sometimes that happens, and it's the same on World of Books. It'll say like the condition is good or okay, and it comes still wrapped. So conditions mean very little, I find, in my experience buying secondhand, which helps because SciFier don't list conditions. They don't check them and grade them. But yeah, gosh. What's the quality like? Great. Next we have Teasing Master Takaki-san Volume 5. I think I actually got a load of this pre-owned from SciFier before, except Volume 5, so either I missed it from their stock or they've got it in coincidentally. So I now have a nice clear run. I'm not up to date or anything, but I don't think I have gaps now. Another one I bought for the title, Don't Call Me Daddy. It's probably going to be really wholesome and sweet. It looks like older guys as well. It's sometimes more fun reading BLs where the guys are a bit older, so maybe I'll enjoy that more. Oh, I just realised it's got age ratings on the back. Adult situations. What does adult situations mean in terms of a rating? Okay, next we have a load of this series, and I think there are more volumes of it in probably other parcels. We have a bunch of Shikamori's Not a Cutie. So here we have 2014, 12, 19, and 15. I might have accidentally picked up one dupe because I bought like 10 volumes of this, but they're all nicely discounted, and it's such a long series as well. Like, oh, 20 is the final volume. It's such a long series. Like, I didn't want to buy it even in 3 for 2 prices. It was going to be a pre-owned series for me, so thrilled to see so many of them. Last one in this one is Chojin X Volume 5. I am pretty like easy and willing to stay up to date with, well, pick up this series pre-owned, but because I haven't started reading this one, I've stopped buying it in a 3 for 2 until I do, but seeing it second hand at a nice price, I thought I'll nab that. It's also the next one I need. My knees are dying a little bit. I need to find something to sit on. Can you still see me? Hopefully. Oh, just packing bubble wrap. Okay. I accidentally kicked the camera. Hopefully it's not moved too far. This is so much easier not like lying down on the floor. So we have another Murcielago Volume 2. So I got 1 and 2 at least. Look how colourful that is. Maybe that's why I decided to pick it up. Maybe I remembered they were colourful. Okay, this one weirdly excited me. It is World Trigger Volume 10, and this fills a gap. I think the only volume I'm missing to be up to date is like Volume 21. I've been trying to pick up Volume 10 for years, and so many of them I've bought used. I was like, I have to buy this used. The RRP on the back says $6.99, so it's been a while since this volume came out. Next we have Delinquent Daddy and Tender Teacher 6, and I think this is the last volume in the series. It's the only one I needed as well, so it was really nice I could complete a series with a second-hand pickup. Okay, we also got My Little Monster, which is also a series I pretty much am just buying discounted or sales. I've managed to accumulate like 6-7 volumes of this now, which isn't too bad. Still got a way to go. Short-Tempered Melancholic, which is, I think, a collection of short stories. Yeah, it looks like a collection of short stories from Arina Tanemura. Looks like there's 4 stories on the back. It was interesting giving this a go. It's actually in pretty good quality. This like nice condition. This is a nice condition. It's a little yellowed, but I feel like that's just expected when a volume is old enough. 2008. Can you believe 2008 is almost 20 years ago? I'm trying to not think about it. Yes, we have Horimiya Volume 4, which amusingly has a price sticker on the back, which suggests it's probably from like a Film Planet International. Almost all of my volumes are coming out the SciFier daily deals, weekly deals, and I am, again, close to accumulating the whole series just that way. I might just be missing 1 volume, and it might be the last volume. I've done pretty well, I'm quite pleased. Just taking a little bit of time, but I'm getting there. His Favourite Volume 2. This has been a very much sale-only pickup series, like £3 or £4 a volume. I like that the colours on this one have been colourful. Then we have Devil's Line Volume 5. It's been a while since I picked up a volume from this series, actually. I don't really see it around much anymore. But I'm not really looking for it either, I guess. Just again, every now and again, if I see it secondhand, I'll grab one. I think I'm pretty way off being able to complete that series, though I'm missing a bunch. Next we have Adachi and Shimamura Volume 2. I recently managed to grab Volume 3, so I now don't have a gap, but I think I'm still a bit off. I think there's still a few more volumes of this. The spines are colourful, so I really should get on getting that one so I can have some nice rainbow spines. And the last one in this parcel, packet, and then we've got one more, is Double Volume 1. Going in Blind. It's Tokyo Pop and BL, maybe? It doesn't say BL on the back. And usually it does. It just says alcohol, adult themes, and drama. I'll find out. Okay, we have one more parcel. Maybe I'll move the box. So we have some groups of series. Yep, we have some more Shikamori's Not a Cutie. We have 10, 11, 17, and 18 of that. So how many did I pick up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I got 9 Shikimori's Not a Cutie. I think I'm missing 1 or 2 before that'll be complete then. And they're all nicely discounted and in pretty decent condition. Like, even for Kodansha, like, there's so little nicks on the corners and the Kodanshas, and that shocks me. We also have 3 volumes of Real, 2, 3, and 4. I was quite shocked to see these discounted, but quite pleased because since they've done a reprint of this recently, the RRP on the back has gone up. It is now like £13.99, and they used to be like £9.99, so that makes me quite sad. So I've been putting off getting them even though they've had a reprint, so it was nice to get 3 more, but I have volume 1, so I was still like getting a clear run of what I needed. Then we got Persona 4 volume 9. Persona has been a very slow pickup, Persona 3 and Persona 4, and all of the bits and trimmings around the edges. Udon Entertainment is typically just a bit more pricey of a publisher, and I don't know how in print this series actually is. I've only seen them like secondhand really. So slowly biding my time, getting closer every time though. Next we have Happiness volume 2. I'm not overly rushing to read this, so quite happy to again take my time to read this and wait till I find them secondhand or discounted. I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy it, hence why I'm slowing down. I'm not rushing for this one. And the last secondhand one we have is Drifting Dragons volume 16. Very pleased because this is the next volume I need to read this series. It's just, I've fallen behind on picking it up and I managed to find them pre-owned. Really pleased, and again, it is actually not too bad. Oh, it's a bit scuffed at the bottom, but otherwise, like all of these pre-owned ones from SciFier, I'm quite happy with the condition of those. Even like the older ones, they were good. I'm pleased. Realised I'd put some on the floor as well. There's more than that. There we go. Oh, one's backwards. That's fine. Actually, that's probably not safe, especially when I've got a cat roaming around the floor like a shark. They've sensed the bubble wrap. All we have left is this parcel, and it is some new releases. Oh, there, I found it. I'd thrown it on the chair. It is a little battered. I'm gonna hope everything inside is packaged well enough that nothing is damaged. We'll see. But it looks like they just threw it off. It's properly dented, it's rounded on this end. Anywho, so a few weeks ago we did a 24-hour reading sesh in the Dudet Discord server, and throughout the whole day we had a splattering of events. And one of the things I did was a mini buy with me. I shared my screen in the voice channel and did a mini buying sesh with everyone, and this is that order. Now I did also buy a bunch of pre-order stuff. I pre-ordered a bunch of stuff. I pre-ordered Deodore, Paint of the Night, Roses and Champagne, or Champagne Roses, whichever way around it is, and Love Bullet. So Liddy is no longer mad at me. Oh, and also Villains Are Destined to Die volume 8, which is kind of what spurred me to go, I'm going to do a little order, let's do it together and have some fun. And I was taking some thoughts on what to get. Liddy was trying to get me to, ow, I bit my tongue. Liddy was saying Liddy made me bit my tongue. Liddy was trying to get me 2 45 volumes, though that included some pre-orders. I can neither confirm nor deny if I took some out, because she'll get really mad at me. But because I have some pre-orders, you won't be able to tell, because maybe they're just not all in this box. Clearing out. Maybe we'll just clear it out and get the parcels on the desk. Some bookmarks on top. Ooh. They even like taped together. Oh, that's hefty. I already see one that I was pretty excited for. I'm very confused about this one, by the way, so when we get to it, I'll talk about it. Don't pay attention to that. We have 1, 2, 3, which like might not look too crazy, but it felt crazy, especially when I was paying. Anywho, let's do this closest one first. So yeah, it should just be a bunch of new release bit, taking a gander and seeing what's in the latest releases in the last 30 days / 90 days. Because sometimes when something's just come out, it's not cheap enough for me to want to buy it yet. I need to give it a little bit of time to stew. So when I next do the order, it might have passed 30 days and I've missed it going down in price. So sometimes I'll do 90 days just to try and catch all those sort of series and volumes. Okay, so, oh, this one's for Ben. We have Ballad of Sword and Wine. This is the Danmei, and this is volume 3. This was in the daily deals, so it was nicely discounted. It is hefty, and I don't think you can tell, but the title is embossed. Like, quite heavily embossed. Like, that's really noticeably embossed. That's quite nice, actually. I'll put it here. Okay, then we've got some ice press. We've got some manhwa. We have Lady Devil Volume 2. I have very mixed feelings. This is a very odd series for them to have released. Okay. It is a more mature series, so it is a higher RRP to a lot of the other stuff they put out. They're saying that it looks like all of it is gonna pound anyway. The RRP used to be $15.99, now it's $16.99, and I assume it's the same for the mature stuff as well. Yeah, Lady Devil 2. Then we have Murderous Llewellyn's Candlelit Dinner, Volume 2. I have been staying up to date with all my ice press and my steamship, so even they're like my two biggest exceptions to buying if I've not read Volume 1, because I haven't read my Volume 1 of this yet, but I have been doing pretty good at staying up to date with both my ice press and steamship. My steamship, I'm like 95% read, and my ice press is like 85% read. It's mostly just recent pickups that I'm behind on, so I'm really pleased with that. I really enjoy them. Then we have Solo Leveling 13, and you know, I think the next volume might be the last one, or volume 15 might be the last one. We're so close to like the story ending, which is kind of crazy, because I remember this was my first manhwa series. I imagine it might have been for a lot of people, because I think it's one of the first like color print ones that came out, especially like over COVID when a lot of people were getting into it, like the hobby and all. So it's kind of weird that it's coming to an end. Crazy. Oh, this is plaster wrapped. Adored by an Elite Officer Volume 2. This is a steamship title. The story has been a bit fine in my opinion, but like the steam has actually been like, oh gosh, that was some good steam without being too weird about it. I was enjoying the weird drama they added towards the end of Volume 1, so I'm looking forward to Volume 2 to see how that continues. With You, Our Love Will Make It Through 3. I've loved this series, so I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I have done, and I'm so happy with another volume. There is an anime for this coming out later in the year, I believe, and I'm so excited. I am actually going to watch it. Villainess Turns the Hourglass Volume 8, and it is the final volume of the series. We have gotten to an ending. Also feels kind of crazy. It's the final volume. It does say final under the 8, if you can see there, hopefully. I should bring the camera closer, really. We're on this like post-story arc, second mini arc to try and end things nicely, and I'm kind of glad it's quite short and it's meant to be just a little bit more lighthearted to wrap the story up, because the rest of the story is being a bit heavy, I guess. I love my villainess, and they're also such pretty covers. I'm sad and happy it's ending, or it's ended. Next we have The Villainess is a Marionette Volume 2, also a very pretty series. I mean, all the characters, like, ugh, oh my gosh, they're all so pretty, and I love how, oh, I just had a good page to show you. Cat eyes. Eyes are so nice. There's a better one, I'm sure. I just love how they draw eyes. It's so pretty. Next we have My Cat is Such a Weirdo, Volume 7. I read Volume 1 and I was smitten with it. It is in colour as well, if that tempts you. Just, my cat is such a weirdo. My cats are such weirdos. And look at her tail when I said that. She was so happy that I called her a weirdo. You weirdo. Oh no, she's gotten spooked. Maybe she'll come back. Next we have Raw Volume 2. This was a series where, like, I don't know if I enjoyed it, but I found it a really compelling read. I talk more in my, was it my June or July reading vlog? I can't remember. One of those reading vlogs, I talked more about Volume 1 where I read it. I kind of just want to see bad things happen to the terrible people. That's kind of what I'm really gunning for this series. I'm biding my time. She's gotten on the chair. Can you see her? Yeah, there you go. Let's move Miku so you can see Mika. Okay, last one in this one is Don't Hold Back, Lord Hades, and it's a plastic wrap steamship. And I feel like this gotta be quite high up on my next reading. my next reading stuff. You know, I'm quite annoyed at myself now. I very recently just filled a basket with like my next stuff to read. It's got like 5 or 6 things in it. So I need to aggressively read those down so I can put stuff like this in it. Okay, let's do this one first. Right, so confusion time. Let me just there we go. So we have volumes 1 and 2 of Baki the Grappler. And when I say I'm confused, I'm very confused. So this doesn't release until early October, and it is currently September 4th. Yeah, I think it's September 4th or September 5th. So we're like a month ahead of what the release date is meant to be. And I was super confused when I saw my SciFier order ship and these were included. And here they are. Also, what I can't believe is they are releasing 2 volumes every 2 weeks for like a few months. I mean, I understand there's a lot of Baki content, but I hadn't realized like how aggressive they were going. So we're getting basically a volume a week for months, and they're chunky. They are not thin volumes. Where's like a I mean, here's the steamship volume, which I'd say is like a regular volume size. They're not small. Now they do cost, I think, £15.99 before any discounts. You can get it on SciFier for cheaper and use code Caketinz, 5% off. I think it's come and gone. I think some people said it's not appearing on SciFier at the moment, which means they just don't have any more stock. I don't know if like, I think I saw one other person get some early that wasn't PR and they'd ordered, I think, on Amazon, but very confused. I'm so happy because honestly, this was a series on my list of I really wanted to get a print so I could read it. I hear it's insane and I cannot wait for it. It's a series that I have people IRL that I know who have recommended like, you should read this because it's dumb as shit, and I'm going to be sending pictures of this to them, like, look at them. Also, they're plastic wrapped, so... But I quite like them. They are a new publisher, Kodama Comics. Very confused. Very confused. Happy, but confused. And next we have Yonai Tsukihiko's Happy Hell 3. I can never pronounce it, but I do quite enjoy it. This is a fun adult romance between 2, I don't know, like heirs, I'm not really sure. Heirs to big conglomerates. And it's kind of like trying to get them hitched together to do business deals, but they actually kind of start to like each other. Been pretty cute and I've liked it. Probably would recommend if you're into that kind of romance thing. Okay, this is chunkier than expected. Hollow Earth Chronicles Side E, Yamato Fantasia Volume 1. Chunky from Square Enix. Your favorite Hololive VTubers like you've never seen them before. Okay, I thought it looked isekai-y, which is why I jumped on it. I'm not sure it is reading that, but we'll see. Loving Moondog 3. Apparently it took me so long to read volume 2. Volume 3 came out. It's one of my least favorite steamships. I'm not a big fan, but I have been reading, promoting, trying to show 7 Seas there is love for this kind of josei romance. Give us more. But they're not plastic wrapped. Will some of the later ones be plastic wrapped? Duh. I need to move some of this so you can still see Mika, who is the important star of this show. That's safe, right? Maybe. Perks of Being an S-Class Heroine, Volume 4. 5. Oh, I'm so... Oh, this... Oh, ooh. I love this series. It's one of my favourite manhwa, one of my favourite outposts, and just one of my favourite series. I've really loved the tropes in it. Female lead, isekai, stats, silly, makes me giggle. Absolutely adore it. I'm so happy to have another volume. I'm desperately sad that we've gotten 2 neutral colours back to back, though I was hoping we're going to stick with some colourful stuff. We've quite rapidly I'm sorry, I'm just too excited, I'm using all the wrong words. Aged up the characters, the main male guy and the main female, and hopefully we're going to see them interact again soon, is the hope. Okay, next we have Fake Fac Lips Break, and it is an Omni, and it's chunky and it's pricey, and I'm a little mad about it. So in June, for Pride Month, I set myself the goal of reading as many of my 7 Seas BL large format one-shots as I could, and I read 10. And the one I liked the most was Fake Fac Lips. So when I saw there was another series, well, there was a follow-up set of stories with a subtitle, I wasn't too mad because it was at least the one I enjoyed the most. But I really do get annoyed when they do this with BL, where they give them subtitles and then they start the numbering from 1 again, because it messes up my spreadsheet. Because do I put them in as 2 separate volumes or just as 1 and 2, even though that's not quite right. Anywho, it is the one I enjoyed the most, so happy that this one got one at least. And I did grab it, even though it was a chunky Omni and it's pricey. That slid because of the plastic wrap. Okay, next we have Ice Guy and Cool Girl Volume 10. These are such pretty covers. They're painfully pricey. Again, I would recommend holding off. Check vintage, check eBay, check secondhand. They do appear on World of Books periodically. It's a shame that it's such a pleasant series, isn't it? Last one in here is My New Boss is Goofy Volume 2. Volume 1 actually had me laughing out loud. I thought it was hilarious. It's just slice of life, silly, dumb humour where this guy's boss is just really goofy, and I love it. I really like it. I recommend it. Last parcel, not just in this box, but in the whole haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been fun having a whole bunch of a mix of stuff. Got some new, got some used, got some sale, got a Miku, got a Mika. 2 piles. Okay, so we have, we have 31st Consort Volume 2. Yen Press has sent me Volume 1 and I really liked it. It has lots of common tropes in it, but I still quite liked it. Oh, we got a chip on this corner, can you see? Oh well. I'm quite looking forward to the 2nd volume. Next we have The Fed Up Office Lady Wants to Serve the Villain S Volume 1, and I understand this is a GL. Yeah, it says Girls Love on the back, so thank you 7Cs. I wish you'd put them on the spine, but it is an Isekai GL and a Villainess. Aha! Be My Worst Nightmare Volume 3. I was about to pick up Volume 2 to read in my current TBR reading basket thing, and I realised I had Volume 3 on order, so I was just going to hold off and read 2 and 3 together. Really liked Volume 1. There isn't a particular reason I've held off reading Volume 2, I've just not gotten to it yet, so I'll read 2 and 3 together. Then we got a couple of Kuma Bear light novels. We have 11.5 and 12. Ben has been asking me to fill in gaps for his series over getting him new ones. And the one he's currently asked me to go for is Kuma Bear because of our cat's namesake, and he also does just quite like it. They're not discounted that much or anything, and they're a bit more pricey, so I just get him a couple more every time because he has quite a big gap in this series. I can't like feasibly fill it in one go. I'll just do it progressively. I need to figure out at one point, do I start holding light novels for his Christmas presents? It'd usually be about August time, so maybe I do that with that. I don't know. Next we have The Two Perfect Saint Volume 3, another kind of fun fantasy female lead series. I wouldn't say it's groundbreaking, but I've quite enjoyed it. I'm covering the cat again. Ah, sorry Mika. I'll just make this more scary. He's going off the camera. Next we have Wandering Witch, The Journey of Lena Volume 6, and I think this is the final volume in the manga. I don't see a final. It does in this final volume. Now the light novel is much longer, and I assume the story will be a lot more comprehensive and go further, but the manga is complete 6. I have quite enjoyed it. It has been quite heavy. I'd be a bit more questioning on if I should recommend it to you, but I've quite liked it. No, cat. Okay, next was a pretty frivolous pickup, and that is The Nightmare Before Christmas Zero's Journey Ultimate Manga Edition, and it was a pricey volume, and the reason it's a pricey volume is because it has sprayed edges. Look at those sprayed edges. I don't know if I like or dislike sprayed edges becoming a thing in manga, because I think they look amazing, but also it was more pricey, and also which way out do I face the book? It is quite hefty. It is heavy. 400 pages, 400 odd pages. That's actually quite chunky. Wow. Okay, I feel like a bit more justified now. It's about £15, I think. I can't remember if that was before or after discount. That is, yeah. Damn, that's really pretty. Next we have 7th Time Loop, Volume 7. I am a bit behind on reading this one, so I don't think I've rushed to grab this one, unless it is just out and I'm being silly. I really do like it, I'm just behind on reading it. Next we have Sacrifice of My Manly Soul, Volume 1. It is a blind pickup Seven Seas, don't know anything about it. I think I have a few like that in here actually. I've also got Himegashaki Sakurako is a Hot Mess Volume 1. I don't necessarily think these are going to be good, but I do like giving the Volume 1 a go to be able to at least share with others what I think. And then depending on that will be if I rush or decide to pick up any more, or do I put it into a sale part, like I'll only buy it in sale or second hand or what. Secrets of the Silent Witch Volume 4. This is very slow releasing, like super duper slow releasing, so trying to build up a few volumes to read together really. I'll Become the Villainess Who Goes Down in History Volume 3. We had ages between Volume 1 and Volume 2, and I think Volume 2 came out a couple of months ago, and now we have Volume 3, which is nice because I really enjoyed it. Just such big gaps does sometimes kill a series enjoyment for me. I think these almost all Volume 1s. Oh, we have this one. We have Studio Apartment, Good Lighting, Angel Included, Volume 6, and that is such a lovely, fun, bright cover. I do think I have a gap in this, but that's fine because I'm only buying this. I think this is probably a daily deal pickup, and that's why I grabbed it. But that's a really pretty cover. Oh, these are all Volume 1s, I think. We have The Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows Volume 1, and it is a J Novel Club series. J Novel Club volumes always feel really nice, but they don't print too much manga. Currently, they usually license them out to other publishers. So if they have if they print the light novel, they might not be the one to do the manga, but this feels really nice. Doesn't sound like it's an isekai, it just sounds like fantasy. My Girlfriend's 8 Meters Tall Volume 1. Doesn't that sound like it's going to be not great? Watch it be really lovely, and it's a deceptive title, because sometimes that happens. Okay, we have two last volumes, and they are both from Panini. We have The Daily Life of a Middle-Aged Online Shopper in Another World. How made up does that title sound? It sounds perfect and amazing. Isekai, dumb title. I'm genuinely really excited to read this one. I was ecstatic to see this title being real. It sounds like one of those April Fool's ones, and I can't wait. I cannot wait for unironically. Our final volume in this parcel and the haul is Jeanette the Genius, Defying My Evil Stepmother by Starting a Business with My Ride or Die Fiance, Volume 1. Another beautifully crazy title that I'm sure will be really silly. I've enjoyed all the other silly titles from Panini, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And Online Shopper, how they sound great. And with that, we are done. This crazy pile that you can't see the top of because it's gone off the camera. And we obviously have to still keep seeing the cat, so we have to keep moving the manga so we can see the cat. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the different places. Forbidden Planet, Blackwells, some AmiAmi, which is off the side a little bit. There we go. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Is there any new releases here that you're intending to pick up? Are you going to pick up Baki? Are you going to pick up Baki? Also, is anyone else tempted by Online Shopper? Please, someone else come read it with me so we can share thoughts. And also join the Dudette Discord server, link found down below, and like and subscribe. But otherwise, I hope you have the most amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye! You say bye, Mika. Bye-bye!